Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. Last time we got Electronics 4 going, at least a few of them, not many, and also started to work on our titanium build, which is going to turn out to be quite a monster. But I think we should just jump in and take a look at where we're at. Yeah, that button. Okay, so I just saw that this started complaining, so we need to add in some more building space for, or some more dumping space rather, for dirt. We'll do that here, and we'll see how much of this we end up taking out of here. Maybe I should actually maybe mark some more, but we'll see. You're complaining about what? Nothing. I don't know what you're complaining about. So whatever. But I did take a look at a couple things and did figure a couple things out that we need to talk about. I was over here looking at this nuclear, and I saw that this storage seemed like it was keeping getting lower. It would keep getting lower, whatever. So I turned the nuclear reactor down, and the reason I turned it down is to half, and I paused one of these, is because over here we had no more spent fuel left. I deleted these storages and brought it down to 1 and connected just the 1 up, but we have no spent fuel left. It has all been turned into MOX rods, and we have no MOX rods left. So we're kind of stuck on that front right now in terms of being able to power this nuclear reactor, which is why I turned it down to half power. But that means that we need to use this nuclear even more than we were, which is fine because it's burning at its constant rate regardless of how much of it we're using, so it's probably good, and we're not actually using that much of it right now either. And we need to possibly rely a little bit more on hydrogen power again, and that leads me to this, because this is basically dry. That one is nearly dry, this one is basically dry. And the issue is that I goofed up this. When I put the big plastic in here and this additional graphite, I connected, let me see here, where's this? This pipe here to this point, adjacent to it on this output pipe here, and let them share the pipe, a tier 2 pipe, but let them share the pipe going all the way down to the drain. The problem with that is only one fluid can occupy each segment of a pipe, and in that case the segment started right there where they joined together and went all the way down to the drain. So any tiny little bit of water from this would immediately block this whole pipe, and the salt water coming out of this one could not flush. So we weren't getting enough water in here, which means we weren't boiling it, which means we weren't doing any distillation. So I changed it, and I now have 2 pipes going kind of parallel down here and merging at the very, very end, which is fine because basically the transfer rate from a connector to an adjacent connected building seems like massive. I don't know if it's infinity, but it's massive. So now instead the water draining from this and the saltwater overflow draining here can go down in parallel and dump as they need to. It's still going to dump saltwater first, brine first, but I'm okay with that. And then I looked at this one, and while this one has the same flaw, it's not nearly as bad because they don't merge together until... Actually, they do merge together about right here. And it may be having the same issue, but it's a much shorter run, so it's not as much of an issue. So I could do the same thing, run this pipe in parallel. We may do it, but this one seems to be working much, much better. This one also has plenty of hydrogen, and that one is empty because that one's powering or fueling this power here. And then finally, this storage here is complaining about having too much fission product, but it's going to reduce over time as we are no longer making as many of the MOX rods. So as this degrades and turns into retired waste and gets shredded, which is what has been happening, this will deplete. And so I have been ignoring that message. Basically, I've been looking at it every so often, but I've been ignoring the message in the offline advancement time. And then this is going, but slowly. That's fine. We kind of prepped an area here for scrapping or for mining all of the resources on this island. We haven't done anything with it yet. I do want to, we're going to need to bring trains online pretty soon, but I don't think now is yet the time. Just because I think I need to do some cleanup of certain things in order to get trains to really kind of work here. So you guys are dumping all of this stuff, which is fine. You guys just keep filling that in. I guess I could probably allow you to do this area now, since we have ways to get there a little bit better now. That can probably come out. So yeah, let's do stuff like that. And maybe also stuff like this. Kind of just trying to get things going for the next little bit of time while we're working on various other projects. Maybe I should go a little bit further on that one. Let's go up into there, I guess. And then this one here also. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have gone quite that far up. Stop there. And we'll fill this in also here. And that'll be fine, I think. So we'll do that. And then I think they'll move on to... No, they already did this. So we should also maybe give them the ability to do some filling in here. Well, how did that get de-wampused? Let's do... Edit this area. And I want to move this down so I can use the things here to measure it a bit. And then maybe I don't go that far even. Maybe I just go... Actually, do it this way. It's easier. Big Dirt needs... Oh, more designations. Okay, we'll give you more designations. Big Dirt. That, and then this, and that should do much better. You all can fill that in. So you need more to mine here. I think I'm going to just let you take out the rest of this corner. And we'll see how much we need from there. But we might as well fill this all in with dirt. So we have that later. So back to what we were working on, I think now, last time, which is the titanium build. This is a crazy complicated build that I was really surprised how complicated titanium was going to be. Not knowing anything about how it's done in real life, of course. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised if I were aware of how it is managed and how it is done in real life, but it's a very complicated build, so I was a little bit surprised at that. I just wanted to check that number one more time before we focused on this. So we have most of this hooked up here. I think we just need... See this here. I think we just need to do the outputs here, or yeah, the outputs here, and then the inputs here, and so on. So these two are producing 12, and this needs 24, so that's a direct feed. But I think I want to take those up because I think I will need, or not actually. No, I think I'm going to do this differently. We'll put steel here, up one level, and then we'll take this out this way, and that way, you know, whatever one over here gets added in later could be connected up like that, and that would be fine too. So that'll come out this way, up, and then over to the output side. This here is 12, so we're just going to do a pipe like that, and a pipe like this. Oopsie, like this, and I'm on the wrong level of pipe. Let's do F. And then we'll do downgrade this because I did the wrong level of pipe. There. Missed, apparently. There. And now we have those being output or input into there. But you also need salt. Wait, does salt go in right there? You need to do this differently then after all? Yes, it does go in there. Okay. Let's move this out one more space then. 2 more spaces then. Yeah, 2 more spaces then. And then I'll do a U-shaped lift for salt to come in here. Up 1 level. That should be fine. And then you can come down here. There. And then these pipes can go back in now. Like this. And we put them in different ports. Dang it, it's the wrong level again. just for fun. That one there. One there. And then we also have the Steam coming out, which I think... how do I have Steam defined elsewhere? It's all different levels of Steam, I think. Yeah, you're an input Steam, which is here at level 0, 1, 2, 3. And then I should also have a low pressure Steam someplace here, which is going on to level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we'll go... one of those should be fine. Actually, maybe putting it on 4 with the low pressure Steam is the best place, since it's going to the same place to have the same thing done to it. Let's do that. We'll go this way. How did I do those elsewhere? I went all the way over. Okay, I went to like here, and then I'm also still on the higher level pipes. And this is... wait, did I have Steam in? I do have Steam in. This is 3 out, so it's nothing, practically. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that'll go here and on down. Way. And then you also will go here and then up to there. All right, so that takes care of you. You're good on the input side as well. And then we just have the outputs of a couple things here. You need water in, you need graphite in. We have graphite coming in on level 2 there. And then we also need water here on level 5. Yeah, level 5. So then we have this stuff. I think I need a little bit more lateral space here. Let's just move all that out of the way, and I can figure out the workings here. So you'll be 24. This needs 48. So you'll combine with this one that we're not even actually using yet. This can just be a direct connect belt, I think, which means going actually right there. Do I want that? No, I don't want that actually. I need a little bit more space then. Is that the right spot for this? I think, yeah, I think so. I need 5 spaces for this. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do 5 spaces. I think that's 5. But I could have messed it up again. 4, 5. It's 5. So you'll come out there. No, you'll come out here. And you'll go down and into that one. On that level. And I think that's fine. And then we need a flat lift here. And this is only 3. And it'll be a low number no matter what. Take you out to this point as well. That'll be graphite in. And then water in will be up all the way. Go there. All the way up to 5. Just so the water is consistently on 5. And then that water is 6, so that's fine. Plenty. Plenty. This exhaust, we were managing exhaust, right? Yeah. Alright, so we have exhaust going to here. Which is 2. And then the low pressure steam was going to 4. And then these will stay down on the floor. Let's see, this is 48. That'll take in 96. But it also needs the aluminum molten that we don't have yet set up here. Let's see. I forgot what numbers they were. 2 or 3? 2, and then 3 was... what the devil is 3? He's going that way. Means that it is chlorine. Yes. Wait, what did I do for chlorine here? I didn't deal with chlorine yet. Okay, chlorine comes out of here. And it'll go to 3. Okay. You come out, go to here, and then 2. And then you come out, go to here, and then 4. Like that. And this will need to have, let's see, maybe something like, yeah, this isn't going to be perfect either way, but I think I can do something like this. Bring the molten aluminum in some way this way, while I put the molten titanium in right there. So the molten aluminum will come in here, titanium will go in there, and then we'll have another one for more titanium later coming in. And then this is going to produce 48 plus 6, which is 54. Which is, wait, 2 and a bit of these. We actually need a third one of these. All right. Actually, that might be an okay spot to start there with it. I'm gonna do it actually like this. And I want to have 3 spaces, I think. So this one will come, no, maybe more. Yeah, I'm going to do a balancer here. So 4 spaces it is. We'll do a molten balancer. It's for fun. And then molten pipe, and then molten pipe. And then this water here. That up. How much water? 12. Times 2, but or times 3. This should be third one here. I almost forgot. So you'll go there as well. Big dirt needs more dirt to dig, and we have a lot more to fill, so let's just keep doing it. You can take out this whole corner then. Like that. A lot more to dig out here, so it's fine. But yeah. This can go up to 5, and then it can come all the way down to here. Mark, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? We're still working on titanium. There we go. And then I'll put titanium. I'll figure that out when we get this thing staged out a bit better. So now we just need to deal with all the rest of this. Doing well, just tired. I feel that. And the rest of this is bringing in salt water, or bringing in seawater to make brine. We'll also have the water from that. We'll need to manage all of the water stuff, and we can probably actually remove this stuff here now, since we're not actually connecting those up yet. Yeah. Chlorine. I have to figure out how to handle the chlorine, and actually the way to handle the chlorine might be to not have this connected here, but instead have a balancer there, pipe balancer there. I think that's going to be the way to do it. All truck is complaining about nothing. Once again, just nothing. I don't understand why you complain so much, but apparently you like to complain. Okay. So we need to deal with water. We need to deal with chlorine. We need to deal with exhaust and carbon. Is that all we need to deal with? Maybe. Maybe. So we have, let's take a look at how much water we have, or steam we have to deal with. 6 times 2. Not that yet. Plus 6 again, that's 18. Low pressure steam. Truck tank. Now that one is probably something real. No, it's actually not. Why are you having trouble finding a destination? Because you're the haul truck. Wait, which one are you? The fuel station. Okay, so maybe you are actually the problem. No, those are fine. And these are fine. I don't know what it's doing. It's drunk. Alright. Game, you're drunk. So 18 low pressure steam. 6 depleted steam. And even if this gets doubled, those numbers still aren't significant because one cooling tower can handle 96 total steam of any kind. So, I mean, we could do the little one too, but I think I'll just do a big one. And I'll just merge them together, or not merge them together, but plug them into both outputs of the thing. And I think that'll be okay. We're also going to need to have thermal desalinators. Turning... How much water do you need here? 72. That's to make 48. We're going to need 36 minus 12, 24. If we double this, though, that'll be 48. So we would need actually a full 72 input if we did. In which case, we need to actually have 2 thermal desalinators total, at least eventually. So we should plan for it anyway. Making brine, which means we'll have... We use high pressure steam, because that's what we'll probably get out of the boiler. If we use high pressure steam, that means we'll get 78 times 2 water. If the game was less distracting, we'd be much better off. Actually, let's go ahead and do that, please. And this. And we'll see where that ends up. Let's see. So, high pressure steam then. We're going to eventually need to have... make 72... saline. We're going to need to have 72 divided by 42 is 1.7 and change. We're going to need to have that times 12 steam. There's just over 20 steam. Plus we need high steam times 6 for this, which would eventually be doubled or quadrupled, but 6 right now. So that's like 26, 27. Even if it's more than that, that's fine. Total steam, which is way less than one of these. We're gonna need hydrogen for this though, but that's, we can handle up to 48, so we'll be fine. We'll also have some depleted steam coming out of this, which we'll need to deal with. We're gonna need, just round it up to maybe 33 total high pressure steam at the end. Would double this. So we're gonna have about 3/4. So that's about 27 depleted steam to deal with here as well. We got 2 of these. But it's still way less than 1 cooling tower's worth of steam. Right? Because it's 6, maybe 12 there. Plus... Six, 12, I'm sorry, 24 there. Plus 3, 6, 12 there. Plus 6, 12 there. That's 48. Plus 27. It's still way less than 1 cooling tower, so that's fine. 1 cooling tower will take care of it. We won't need either of these, so we can take those out. But that means 48 and 33. 81 divided by 4 times 3. 81 divided by 4 times 3. There we go. Is 60.75 water coming out of that. And how much water do we need in total here? 6 times 2 or 4 really. That's 24. Let's see, you need a little bit in here. That's another 6, 12. That's 36. 6, 12. That's 48. And then eventually I think it's 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 times 12, which is another 54. Plus 48 is 108. No, 100 and... 54 plus 48? 4.5 dozen. Yes, 54 plus 48 is 102. 102 water in. We're going to make 61 here, and we're going to have plenty coming in here. So we're going to have to vent clean water out back to the ocean again. Ugh. Okay. Oh, we also need, actually also need whatever that number was, water here that I don't have written down. Something. 20 or so water here, but still, we're going to have a lot more water than we need. So we're good. We're water positive. That's the important part. Trucks complaining. Oh, you don't have anything to do. Did you finish this? No, you didn't yet. Let's do this and make sure that one's good. It is. All that's good. And then you can do this as well. Why are you still complaining? Oh, because it's paused. Go ahead. Dump away. And then when they all complain again, we can have them fill this in. How's the fission product doing? Coming down by 4% since we started. Rock mine needs more to mine. I guess let's keep doing it. I do want to take this whole mountain out eventually, so why not? We're almost to the end of the iron portion here. Which is kind of nice. Maybe almost to the end, that is. Doing closer to that end, but I was avoiding the limestone here, so yep. You should come all the way down to the end? Yeah, coming down to the end. Okay. Ugh, this is a big oof, man. Big oof. Okay, so now we have to manage all of this stuff. And then that takes care of the salt water for the chlorine, but we do need to do that balancer here. Rather than this, put in a pipe balancer. Yeah, right there's fine. Priority input from this one. That's the recycled. And then the output will be that. I did math this right? I hope. You need 36. You produce 12. That's 24 net need, which is 48 whenever we actually double this. Okay. That takes care of that. Chlorine. Well, it takes care of the chlorine and the water situation. And then we need to deal with the rest of the products here. You will need to have graphite. Okay, you guys are done now. I figured that was going to happen as soon as I moved away. Let's do dump at 3 here. No, don't do that part though. Don't do that stupid part like that. There you go. A little bit more here. Thank you. Fill from this end. Look at them all. Look at them all parading on in there. Fill from this end and make it so. I don't have them dumping over here on purpose for that exact reason, so that they dump it all over there. I had them dumping here for a little bit, but I turned it off. That they would dump all their stuff into here. I guess I can take these markings out. We don't need them anymore. I'm going to continue this just for another moment to get them all the way to around there. And then also a bit over here and a bit up in there. I want to avoid the green, though. I don't want to see any green when they're doing this. Otherwise, it causes problems. I want it all to be kind of yellow. The only part that should be green is this part right here, where they're actually doing the dumping. Oopsie. So not you. Not you. The rest of it is good. Okay, maybe I can get some work done now. So, taking back and look at this. This needs that. This needs that in, steam out, exhaust. Oh, we got to deal with exhaust. How much exhaust do we have? 36 times 2, but it could be times 4. You do not exhaust. You just deal with carbon, but we'll deal with that. You are 24 more, so times 2. That's 72, 144, and then 48 on top of 144 is what? 192. No exhaust, no exhaust, no exhaust, no exhaust. 6 more times 2 is 12 more. That's 204. And then that's it. 204 exhaust. How much is that going to be painful? Exhaust scrubber. Oh, good. This will handle... With limestone, this will handle 480. You know what? I just remembered something. But I wasn't done talking about nuclear problems. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, good. I also noticed that we did not have enough acid. And seeing the sulfur coming out of that exhaust scrubber just reminded me of that fact. But it looks like acid has been resolved. Probably due to fixing this pipe thing here. Yeah, you're cranking out the acid now. Good. Acid and rubber. Good. This one's not cranking out as much because it's not running as often because that tank is full. Yeah. Okay. So acid's fine. But it was scaring me a bit because I was not producing enough of these due to the lack of acid. Enough stuff here to keep these things going. And actually, we're actually at a problem right now. Oh, yeah, we are. Let's shut one of these off for a bit. So that we can maybe back up a bit while we're low power usage for a while. And then we'll see, you know, what we can do. We'll back up a bit on rods, and then we can, start it back up again. Once you get, I'd like to get these both back up to 40, and then we'll start it up again. Just so we have full storage there. Okay, so back to this. Exhaust scrubbing. That'll take 480. We're producing, if I did the math right, 204, which is a little less than half. So we'll need water for this, but I think we're still water positive by quite a bit. A little bit of limestone, no problem. Sulfur out. Carbon dioxide out. Less than half, so we'll call it, 90 or so. We also have some steam coming out, which we'll have to deal with, which means we might actually need 2 of these. We might actually need 2. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put a second one down. Because we were getting a little bit close to that 96 before. Now I think we've hit it. Doc, welcome in. And then we have a bit of slag coming out. No big deal. That carbon dioxide, plus these two, which is 2 dozen, plus 2 more later would be 4 dozen more. That 90 plus 48, we'll call that 138. We'll call it 140 just for, you know, reasons. And then we want to have, what's it called? Forgot what that's made. Is it a chemical plant that makes that? This one here. Yeah. Chemical plant 2 will turn 144 carbon dioxide into graphite. And we're going to have just about that much. So one of those should be okay. I think. One of those making a total of 6 graphite. The graphite will get fed back into the system, of course. That's 3 times 2, which is 6, but times 2 again, which is 48. No, which is 12. Wally, what the hell? And then we also have 3 more here, times 2, which is 6. That's 18. So we're going to have a net demand of 12 graphite for this system. Trucks are complaining, but I don't know why you're complaining. Because you want to go all the way down there. Yeah, you're not going all the way down there. You can't reach it, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so we're fine. I think I'm going to need to move this whole thing up a bit so that I have more room to do more of this design work for the end bits here. So that's graphite. What else is there an issue with? Well, that's exhaust, carbon dioxide, and graphite. You're dealing with your own. That's everything here. Yep. What about you guys? Graphite in. Slag coming out, but we'll have to deal with that. You're dealt with already. You're dealt with already. You're dealt with already. Salt in. Chlorine's dealt with. This is dealt with. There and there. Yeah, I think we're close. Closer. Let's see. So what's next? I think I'll bring graphite in on one end or the other. We should also think about how we're going to lay this thing in here too. So this is going to go here. Can I flip it that way? Maybe that's better. This is going to go in here, which is fine. We'll be bringing molten aluminum across for that end bit. That's fine too. We'll have a row of boxes. They're going to have to go a bit away. A row of boxes there for the input stuffs. That's fine 3. The other potential idea, actually maybe not. Maybe we do go back to this method. Do it here. Kind of like the other idea though. Maybe I do end up putting it there. Yeah, I think I like that idea better. We'll have more aluminum getting made here, and we'll belt or we'll molten channel that in. You're complaining again. I probably have to fix something. That's fine. But that means that we had to have boxes there, so that means going about here. But okay. And we also have to have all this processing in here too, which isn't as great. What are you complaining about? Still that, which is fine. All right. So we need to definitely do this down here on the end. Kind of already figured that, but that's going to go in here in the end. These combine go into there, and the water comes out. We'll have turn these off. I have 2 seawater pumps coming in. Actually, we won't need half of this right away. This guy will go down here somewhere too. I think I'll just do this maybe like this or so. These need to go over by one more. Something like that. This would go more or less there. That'll just get plugged directly into one of these. I think what I'll do for these is have one of them specializing in depleted steam and the other one specializing in low steam. And then that way the overflow, I think, will be handled okay. I think. But also we won't need both of these right away either. I'm going to build them both, I think, in this case, but we won't need them both. So fresh water on this side. Let's see, what do we have? Your graphite. I think I should actually put these out a bit further. I can kind of have a bit of a bus. Graphite. I think I'm going to... Well, where should I deal with graphite? I'm going to be producing it here. I think I'll deal with it on this end, though, still, or somewhere nearer this end. The last place that needs it is there, so maybe we do it, like, right after there. That's also a nice large gap. This, and then something with you. You've got water coming in, limestone coming in. That's not going to work either way. Water and exhaust coming in on that end. Steam coming out over here. I think I'll do the other way. I think I'll do this, and then I think I'm going to do this, plugging that into the end there. I think that's okay. Doesn't quite fit in here, though. Width-wise, but we'll just have to figure that part out. But that's where graphite's coming out, and it needs to go back into here. And then, there, and there. And that's all on level 2, I hope. Let's see, you can come this way. And then you can go... That's going to be a small problem there, but we'll figure that out. I think it was into there. No. That's an output. Not what I want. That one we'll have to figure out too. Is this one here? And then this one down here. Oops, I have it paused. This output was... What the heck was this output? Oh, this is the steel coming out. I think I'll probably just drop that belt out to the box. This here is slag, I think, coming out. Yeah, that's slag. Do I not have slag from this one? No, I don't. No, I don't. Just, not you, but you have slag. And then there's slag over here, too. I'll probably just drop that one down, too. Enjoying a rare extended desert downpour. Nice. Yeah, one of the days I was there, it rained the whole damn day. That was kind of weird. I don't remember what day it was. Thursday, I think, or something that week I was there. Kind of weird. your water in. Dirt dump needs more mining designations. Not a whole lot more, but just a little bit more. Let's do just a few more here, and we'll see how that works out. I want to kind of make this just perfect, basically. Which is going to be a little bit tough, but we'll see how it works out. Actually, I can work around it if it doesn't work out. It'll work out fine if it doesn't work out. Actually, I should probably dirt this in too, but I'm not going to do it right now. But I think we can take these walls out, though. We didn't do that for iron, but I think we can. Also give the other truck something to do. Because they're bored. Totally bored. How is... Oh, look at that. Hydrogen is going up. The problem is that means that acid's going to slow down. Which might be a problem for nuclear processing, but we'll have to burn that bridge when we get there. I may end up having to bring in some sulfur to supplement with, but we'll see how that works out. Let's see. You have water going in, which is why I kind of wanted the water here. Should be okay. We're just going to drop off. Let's do a loose storage input here for limestone. We know that's needed. We can do that. We'll also need a solid input for graphite, either here before it connects to this, or we could put it in there too. But either way, we'll need a flat input for graphite. Know that one. I actually don't like this. I think I want to flip this like that. I think. Means you'll go over there and you'll come over here or something. I don't know if that's good or not, but I think that's what I like better. And then water. What else I want to deal with now? This is slag. We'll have to figure out how we're going to deal with the slag. The steel coming out, I will probably just drop down and put into an output box. So we could do an output box for steel. And actually, this output box is going to probably have a forced pickup on it. But for right now, I'm not going to do the forced pickup. Just because I don't want that backing up and killing this whole thing. We'll see. Anything else low on things? No, I don't think so. And then it's the fluid nightmare here. You are outputting carbon dioxide. Means we need to also put that into there. That's fine. What's all on level 3? Level 2, I'm sorry. Or yeah, level 2. These are level 2. Yeah. We have carbon dioxide. There. We have exhaust there. Yeah. Nothing there. Exhaust, carbon dioxide. This is input for salt on level 2. Maybe I should change that. I might end up changing that one. That's level 3, right? Yeah. And that's level 2. This level 2 is exhaust as well. So exhaust and carbon dioxide are on level 2. They both come down here. Exhaust needs to come all the way down to the end there. So I think what I will do for that is to bring this pipe, level 2, all the way out to here someplace. Actually, maybe 2 right there. And then into that. And then take this back this way. Whoever the heck else I had exhaust coming out. which I think was this one, which means this needs to be upgraded. So let's see, not you, not you. You have exhaust. You have carbon dioxide. Exhaust is there, but it's coming this way, so that's fine. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Exhaust is there, the one we already dealt with, and then that's it. Big dirt dump is bored. How close are we to this being done? Ridiculously close. Okay, good. So you can stop. If we need to dump more dirt, I will just mark this back some. Maybe just like that. What do I want you to do? I think I'm going to save it and have it start working on titanium. Actually, we could probably just have it start working on titanium. Let's unpause this to start with, and then we can assign a titanium thing over there. All right. So that's exhaust. This pipe needs upgraded, though. There and here. Because that was 36 times 2 plus 24. Which is 96. And if we double it, it'll be 192. And this is capable of 200. Dang, that's close. This one here is 6, which puts the whole thing at 104, which actually puts this over later. Let's do an upgrade to that, and to this, and to... Where are you at? And to this, to level 3, just because. Sometimes when you get close to the belt or the pipe limit, but we were done with Math with Wally just the last time. We took a break on Sunday because we were playing Peak, but now we're back to Math with Wally. And then what to do with carbon. Carbon dioxide, that's coming out of here. And I think what I'm just going to do with this one is, that'll be 12 times 4 is 48. It's probably okay still for a pipe there. And we're just going to make it parallel to this one. At least until we get to here. And I think I'll just do a little Humpty Hump. Yeah. And then that'll go to here and down into there. That. All right. That was carbon dioxide and
Heretic.
exhaust. Caledorn. Let's see. This one here is input for chlorine. That we already have partially dealt with. Eek, a Caledorn. But we have the return chlorine from here. Deal with that. Why no tentacles? Because no one has redeemed it, Caledorn. This, not there, but here. Go down this way and meet your friends. Right there and right there. This could be downgraded, I suppose. Just for reasons. It'll only have 24 on it at most. But once it gets to that, it can be merged together, because that would be 18 times 4 eventually, which would be 70. No. Yeah, 72. All right. Tentacle hat. There you go. I mean, you could blame Jonathan. Or you could blame Mark. Or you could blame a couple other folks who are here in silent this evening. Not that I'm judging. I lurk a lot on streams too, so... you do you, I do me, all those things. Let's see. You're streaking. Nice. Nice. What else is on that level, which is level 3? You? Yes. You? No. That one we have to deal with. So, blame Jonathan it is. Mr. Tentacle stole it? 7 streams. You're 3. You are 4, so that's fine. So we need to deal with this one, which is what? Input high steam? Uh-oh, space station's low on maintenance parts. Crap. Crap. We'll have to Unity this to get that rocket launched ASAP. This fatigue crap sends you almost narcoleptic bouts of tiredness sometimes. Oof. It still takes a while to make, even with the Unity boost, but you know. Slow. This one I need to watch, because if that falls, then this station crashes into the planet. And then we gotta rebuild it. Come on, make faster. Somehow I need an alert, which I don't think I can get. It tells me when I'm down below, like, some number here, rather than 0. All right, good. You're awake now. Move it. Oh yeah, sure. Take your time. No problem. Got all the time in the world. Take your time. Oof. You know what? Let's queue one more. Case. Graspian's not here to tell me, to remind me. That's the problem. Alright. New launch. Engage.
5, 3, 2, 1, lift off.
Going to die eventually? That's true. Yeah. So we Unity boosted to build, to provide the parts, and then the crafting time and all of that made us lose about 50% of the maintenance before we recovered. Yeah. Okay. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, Steam. Both of them are sleeping. Steam. I think this might actually be fine behind here. Oh, and you have that as well. Owned Gizmo. I think for high steam, needed back here, which is fine. And then it's also going to be needed all the way down here. Is that the only other place it's needed, though? Yes. Okay. So I think what I'll do for steam is I will take this pipe out. and it'll go into here, more or less. And then we'll take this one. We'll go out to here. Then we'll come back this way to these guys, which may or may not be their permanent position. Oop. There. Nope. There. And then to here. Like that. And then this will also split and go under here before coming back up again. What the hell? And then coming down to, oh, right here. There. We'll need hydrogen in. We'll sneak that in somehow. The water we'll deal with in a little bit. That should take care of level 3 pipes. We still need to deal with those and those. Level 4 pipes are here, here, and here. This one is low steam. That one is depleted steam. That one is low steam. Okay. Okay. Then we also have low steam coming from here. That's going to go down to this mess here. Okay. Okay. It'll go this way. And to this point, yeah, I think this point. Now, come back by one more here. This point. And it'll go all the way down to here. And I think doing it like that's the way. No. That's the way. I like it. But what I wanted to do here is to take out these two and put in a pipe balancer. Like this. Yes. Force the priority out there. And then we do this. So that way, high or low pressure steam is put into this one first, and only when this is overflowed does it flow into this one. Because this is where low pressure steam is going to go. Low pressure steam was this output here, which is going to go parallel to that above this other inner pipe here. All the way down to here. And then into there. Because we had low pressure steam coming from this and coming from there. And those will go into there first. And then we have water out, which we need to deal with as we deal with water. Looking at other pipes here, I have this one. What the hell are you? You're also low pressure steam. Okay. I've dismissed that one. That's fine. That goes into here? No, that one goes into that one. Shit. I don't want that kind of shenanigans. Let's take these 3 segments out from that pipe. You go directly into there. And then you Humpty Hump over that one like that. I think that'll be okay. This is water going into here. This is water going into here. And those are water going into there. Now, water also needs to go in down here. Oh, I forgot about this low pressure steam too. Goes into there. Let's see. The water comes out of these guys. It's got to go back into this one. Yeah. So we need a floating pipe balancer right about here. That'll do. I want to check this again, just because. Yeah, we're still depleting. We're almost actually down below alarm level now. Where am I at? Over here. Okay. Let's see. This water will go out to here and then up all the way there and into there. Same with you. Whereas this one's going to come out from there and go into there. This water is 6 times 2, or 6 times 4, really. That's fine. This actually should have been an upgraded pipe. Pipe 2. Yeah, that should be fine. Pipe 2 here. Pipe 2 here. We'll have a priority output, low priority output going this way. So we'll need to prioritize this one and this other one we're going to put in here. I'm going to take this pipe. Actually, I'm going to upgrade this pipe to tier 2. I'm going to take it all the way down here to the very, very end. Up, please. Thank you. And actually a little bit past the end. Enough. Because I need these to be 4.5 dozen. I'm actually going to upgrade this pipe here too. Eventually it'll need to be upgraded, so I might as well just do it. Do this. See, as well. Game is so confuddling to your brain. Excellent. Excellent. You go here. That, and I don't need you anymore. Water comes in here. Actually bring that in over top of this. One of your least favorite games, you spelled favorite wrong, to watch me play. I don't know either. There. That's what I want. And actually, I'm going to change the end of this one, too. I don't like that. That's better. One of your favorites? You just want to see if you can give me the banana hat the entire stream? Please don't. It's hot. I don't mind it other than that. 6, that'll be 12. This is fine. Voice and the harassment. What do we do what Bold is doing when he's playing his insane Factorio stuff, and they're doing it this game? Well, Bold plays this too. Bold actually likes this game as much as Factorio. I think that's it, and then we got to bring these in too. You will collapse. Oh no! Wait a minute, how the hell? Oh no, I know what I did. I see what I did here. Shit. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. That I will deal with later. Zero clue, whatever you would be doing would be a different universe. Yeah. Let's fix this wall. Here, if it'll let me here. Yeah, it'll let me. Unity that. Flame past Wally. Actually, let's go ahead and fix this wall too. It's fine. It'll just look stupid, but it's fine. Unity that too. You have a problem? No idea what or why you have a problem? But I do enjoy the other problem, of course. Yes, of course you. Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay, so back to this disaster area, pipe nightmare. Everything's connected, but Salt Inn, which we need a thing for. Steel out and slag over there. We also need an output here for sulfur. Sulfur starts with an S, Wally. Thank you. Is really is that uncomfortable? The banana hat? I don't mind putting it on. It's the wearing it for extended times that it's uncomfortable. Then we have, this is also slag, which I think I'm going to just put up in the air a little bit and figure out where how I'm going to get this out of here. I think that's going to go down. Yeah. Okay, so slag, it's fine, Jonathan. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just complaining. This we'll put in here. That's salt. That's not what I want. That is what I want, but it's not what I want. And then steel out will go over here, opposite that. Oh. But Calidorn, this is the most complicated build I've done in this game. That. Now let's see. So that'll be steel out over here someplace. Salt in over here someplace. Looks like something JD would build. Well, I'm sure he did build it at some point, yeah. And then this slag out. Need to do the same kind of thing. A little bit different. Okay. And then final bit here, I think. Final TM. Well, there should be a flat balancer here. And a flat lift there. How you not connect? And then this goes in. I had it. There it is. Like that. And then that'll come in from there. Being compared to JD isn't a compliment? No, but this build is complicated. Oh, I need water in there too. Forgot about that. You need a bunch of, plus what these guys will need. So this is probably an upgrade pipe too here. Let's do this. Okay. In that case, let's take this out. Move you over by 1. Yeah. And then we'll do this connected to there. And actually that needs to be an upgrade too. There. Oof. Okay. We need hydrogen brought in here. I didn't do these outputs either. Oopsie. Hydrogen brought in here somewhere. Hydrogen Maximus. That'll come into there. Probably just on the same pipeline here. Yeah, I think so. That needs a lot. Yeah, it needs a lot. So let's go pipe 2 on that. And then we'll just put that there. And that'll come out wherever the heck it comes out to. Hydrogen connection. I don't know if that's how far out it's going to be, so I'm not going to do it yet. And then these guys are going to be outputting a bunch of water. So let's do this into there. And this button into there. And that's a priority out. This is a priority in. And then we'll have a dump going back to the ocean here. For that. I don't know if I'm going to need a dump for this or not. I might. In which case we'll have to just put that in. But we'll deal with that when we figure that part out, I guess. Truck is whining again. Stop whining! Yeah. Alright, so... I don't really want these sticking out this far, I don't think. I think what I'll do is I'll put limestone over there. I will put these guys in here a bit. Like maybe right there would be okay. And thus these guys as well, wherever they actually need to go. The limestone could go in one more. They can't go in that way one more. That's fine. which means that you, hydrogen, will go in a bit as well. That where, or is it where else here? It's there, I think. We're deleting one more of these. That. Think. Is that in line? Or is that still one off? One off still. But I can't do that. Dang it. Means I have to do this. Definitely have to do this. Yeah. Alrighty. So, this is output of 12 limestone. Or limestone. Sulfur. It'll go here. Yeah, I should do this pickup. Limestone in is 9. There. You're gonna be, I think it's like 12, so this is fine. Salt input is 12, 24 at most, so this will come out this way. Off by 1 right there, that's fine. Steel output here is 12 times 2, eventually, maybe. Okay, so I just off by 1 to both of these guys, no problem. You go
Word
over there.
request incoming.
Ugh.
Now brace yourselves. This might not sound good at all. Wall is not very good at Norwegian.
Yep. That and this and that. Post-translation regularing. Post-translations regularing. Post-translations regularing. Holding me to a higher standard? No thanks. No thanks. Hydrogen peroxide? Not bad. Nice. Nice. All right, so seawater comes in there. Titanium comes in there. We have an output of at least fresh water out to a dump there. I think this son of a bitch is done. See the doctor with those crazy sneezes? Yeah. All right. Let's see if I got it close enough to work. Let's see. We need to do flip and rotate. I got a ping over there from Calidorn, so give me just a minute, and we'll take care of that. I think this is where I want it.
I hear you're saying it's nice, but I'm not sure what it has to do with 69. The first one is post-translationsregulering, which you definitely Americanized. But the other one you were actually better on, amusingly enough. Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen, not
I
hydrogen.
don't think I'm gonna bother explaining what they are. I think you can figure it out yourself
More or less.
through the word similarity to English.
More or less. All right. Did I F this up in any way? Probably. We need a little bit of dirt over here, though. Of course I did. Yes. We need a little bit of slope dirt in this general area. Get that put up. For that, I'm going to need you over here. That's why you're waiting here to laugh when I start it up? That's not nice, Kalidor. Alright, I'm gonna do... I feel like I am forgetting something now, but I don't know, maybe I'm not. I'm gonna do this end first. You know what I will need? I will need workers like crazy. 6, that's 10. Those are none. 4 is 14. 17. 14 and 14 puts us at 45. And 6 is 51. And 14 again is 65. And 4 is 69. Nice. And 14 again is 79, 83. And 8 is 91. And 8 again is 99. And 2 is 101. And 14 is 115. And 14 again is 129. And 12 is 141. And 2, 2, and 2 make 143, 5, and 7. Over here we have 8. Actually, let's not count those because they just got built. 147. I have 98 people. Okay, we can take care of that. You are 400. You are 240. One of these will do nicely. There you go. Bring the people in. Let's also unpause this thingy so we can bring the people in that way. And I feel the chains in Anno 117 are complex. Yeah, they're nothing. Those are just for wusses. Did you make this dirt yet? No, you did not. All right. We're going to have to probably get that dirt from various places because I'm not mining it anymore. Oh, I need to also not let them dump it here if I'm going to get it over there. Yeah. Uh-oh, settlement is full of trash. What happened? Can you no longer process as much trash as we're bringing in here? I bet you can't. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, I need a temporary trash storage here. Or 2. And we're making... We're making 150, and it's going to go up waste. Converting that into pressed waste is a 3-to-1 ratio. That means 50 pressed waste, and we're only capable of 48. That'll do it every time. Okay, so I need a little bit more space here. Put this in. I could also flip these. I should do that. Water. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Move that one out of the way too, just for fun. So this is not presently running. That's fine. Delete this, that, this, and that. Unity, please. Make it so. Thank you. And then this, hopefully I can do... Yes, I can. I'll do a move first. I'll need another one. But that's okay for now. I'll need this deleted for now, that deleted for now. Shark Hat. Unity those. Take off neither. I'm not going to allow that. I will refund you, but I'm not going to allow taking off neither. Take off the Caledorn hat then? All right. Ow. What the hell? Take that out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I know, we're going to deal with your stuff here in just a minute. Let's delete this guy and that pipe right there. Unity those as well. We'll rebuild that exhaust thingy. Exhaust, steam, exhaust. I think this will need to go... there. And then flip. Put one in here. Unity build that, please. Need a new exhaust stack. That'll go somewhere in this neighborhood. You'll connect like that. You'll connect like this. You'll connect like this. Actually, I could have gone one closer then, I guess. No. You'll go over like that. Into here. Like that. That's the other one, but that's fine. Wait, how much exhaust is this? 72. Yeah, there needs to be a big pipe. And these together will be 1836 steam, so technically I don't need the big pipe for that. Let's downsize that one. And then we do this here. And that'll be that. Unity all that, please. And then you... need to walk these down. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it new. These two as well. And then we'll have water coming in there too. And I'll just delete these. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's see. Water I'll bring in high. Again, like always, it'll come in on the top level. These guys will need lifts. Do flat lift level 2, I guess. Doesn't really matter. There. There. Up. U-shaped lift here. Level 3, or level 2 rather. Go there. Flip. Copy. Pop. It's fine, I guess. This belt is going to be how much? 48 times 2. Yeah, sort of. Let's do a Mark II belt. And kind of, but not really. And this, if it happened, would be 144 times 2. I think I'll just get by with a level 2 on this one, though. No, I better do a level 3. Just in case. There. And then hydrogen. See here. There. Careful. There. That's going to need to be 6 times 2, which is 12. We're fine. And then water. You'll come out there. And you'll go this way. And then you'll go into there. Like this, shared with that one. You guys need 18 times 2, which is 36 water. That should be fine. Let's Unity all this shit. Unity. Thank you. Unity all this shit. That's already been done. And then these can be deleted. And that can be deleted. And they can just be loaded back into there. I hope. And then biomass I'm going to have to deal with differently. If I put that in here, how far in could it go? Right there, but let's not put it all the way in there. Let's put it right there. So you get deleted here. Just Unity that as well. Oh, there we are. And then I can crab walk this one in there. No, that's got a collision with that pipe. Oh, that won't go in there then, will it? Guess I will put it right there. Delete one more. I won't be able to crab walk this, but that's okay. Oh, good, it went away on its own. You go in there then. You can Unity build that. And then we can delete this one. Somehow I managed to Unity you. Which actually would have helped earlier to mitigate some of the trash. But I'd rather just do it properly. Alright, come and deal with that. Dump it into there. It'll be fine. You and you and you. This has gonna have constant trash inputs for a while. Okay, all the waste is gone from the settlement now, so it's all just what's here in the compactors. Or the collectors and the compactors. And the collectors are just about depleted. Nice. I'm gonna wait, I think, to do more of this building yet. We haven't brought in any people yet. Okay, I want to do a thing. I want to turn this off so that the last 56 people will come in 18 at a time slowly. But so we can burn through some more of those refugee imports. Alright, so I think I'm safe now to do this. I was tempted, and I may still do it, but I was tempted to do this. But I'd want to adjust the alignment of those, which wouldn't be a problem, actually. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. Could do it. Maybe I should do it. That one's done. This one's got to get flushed out yet. I'm gonna come and clean that up, please. Trucks are a little overwhelmed here. Yeah, the small trucks are. And the big guys are bored because they don't have as much work to do as they had before. And they're just barely starting to dump some dirt there. Oh, they did more of it than barely. Okay, that's good. You all please come and collect this stuff. I know you're busy, but I'd like to empty that out somewhat. Since they have to be the ones doing the building, I don't want to rely on them too much. There's a batch of refugees. Nice. I am actually going to tweak this a bit. Let's pause you. Take these belts out. Shift this down by 1. Shift this down by 1. Take these belts out. Delete this and that. Go there. You go there. Build that, please. Nope, collect trash there now again if we need to. Another playthrough is satisfactory. Different things looking at the AI limiter. I think plastic AI limiters is good. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. You're asking the wrong guy. Okay, pause that for a second again. This here, then, I want to do right there. Let's do that Unity, though. And I'm going to delete you and you. And then rebuild them, too. See, this here, gonna go... Did I put that down wrong? I might have put that down backwards. Crap. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. This goes here. That goes there. Unity those. Okay, good. And then this here, and this here, and Unity those. That one swaps copper sheets or plastic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Don't remember at all. Okay. So let's get back to building this disaster area over here. You guys are bored again with the dumping? Good, you finished dumping that dirt. Should I do more here? No, I think that's plenty for now. So let's do back to here with dump dirt. And for now, you can be disabled on that. Okay, so let's start making some more of this stuff. Actually, just make the whole damn thing. It's fine. I didn't do the output of the titanium plate yet. I also didn't do the input of that, but also, I think it's time to come over here and put up a mining tower for titanium. Over there someplace. And then I want you to be... actually more than that, but for now. It's not a square, but I'm okay with it. This and kinda that. Just go berserk level 4 for right now. And then we'll deal with more later. That's also going to need to accept dumping of rock and or slag. I think I'll just do rock. Because yeah, we're going to have to scoop it out later. Yeah. And you will output this. Shut up, haul truck. Yeah. Let's see. Input, or output rather, no, inputs too, for water here. So these need to go up here, that's fine. You go there and there. We're going to need to dump a fair amount of water, but I don't know how much that is. Let's take a look at the dump. Liquid dump can handle 60. Dang. We need a couple of these. Alright. And then we'll take this pipe this way. This way. To that point, I think. Yeah. And into there, and into there. And that'll dump the water. At least Caledon is alloying other people tonight. And then we need water going in here. Oh, how ironic. The math in Anno's not really any worse than the math in a factory game. Actually, it's not as bad as the math in a factory game. So I wouldn't worry too much about the math in Anno. That. Pharaonic. Yes. Should be. Don't you think? Do this. This will be titanium. Or that one. There. And then I'll just do a lift at that height. And at that height. You're going to take in 96, so we need a U-shaped 2. Go back to there. And then we need to make that so as well. Oh, and this stuff down here too. This is a priority, not priority out, so that's good. Priority in from here. Priority out to down here and down to this. And that should do, I hope. Nothing else in bad after while I explained it. And also a calculator. Greatest common denominator, to be fair to Calidorn, is slightly more advanced than a 6-year-old math. So maybe like 5th grade math. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Yeah, the math in this game is worse than Factorio in a lot of ways. And then we'll need an output box for this stuff as well. And I think we'll just do a unit storage 3. Like to do it, I think, on this line here. And you're going to be outputting 24. Eventually times 4.5, but not yet. 24 times 4.5 is 9 dozen. So we'll need a Mark II belt for that, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Just to annoy Calidorn, I'm not using base 10, I'm using base 12. That goes there. This is the Titan metal out. But we still, oh crap, you know what I forgot here? We still need to bring in this stuff here, which I totally forgot about. But I can sneak that through here, and it'll be fine. Yeah, you're better at me at languages. I get it. So the next thing we have to do is deal with taking out some of this molten aluminum. I'm going to temporarily steal it from here. It's going to be one long-ass heat pipe, but that's okay. And then we'll... that was another batch of refugees. I can handle one more. One long-ass molten pipe, rather, not heat pipe. And then we're going to eventually have a better system for it. But for right now, this will be what it is. It is what it is. You go this way past there and into here. Under here, rather. This way, and right there. Put a ramp in right there. And then you'll come in this way. And you're going there. So there, please, and then right into there. Let's see. Doesn't annoy you? This game is so confusing. You could use a base 64 and you'd understand just as much you do with a regular base 10 or base 12 or base 6 or whatever base. However, all your base belong to Calidorn. Let's do this and that. Unity that, though. Oopsie. What did I do? Oh, that's what I did. Unity, there we go. Okay. You guys are pumping water. You guys are waiting on steam. I have to seed this with some seed water. Right. I forgot about seed water again. Let's do that somewhere. This should be fine enough here, I suppose. This will be water. And pause. That. Actually, just go like that with it. And that should be fine. Uh oh, water resource is getting low. Where's that at? There. I use all your bases belong to us every so often. It comes up. Put it that way. It comes up. That was one long ass molten pipe. Now that we've started excavating over here where there's a lot of dirt again. I know we haven't started actually excavating over here. I never put any excavators in here. A couple of those guys. But we're excavating somewhere where there's a lot of dirt. Because they dumped a lot of dirt back into here already, as you can see right there. So, yeah. This is also why I did this. For the gigantic red line that will never cool because the game has magic in it. Seed water, please. Here it comes. Here it comes. And I did not prioritize the steam output. So it's going to do what it's going to do. I suppose I could have put a balancer in here and prioritized it back down to here. That might have been wise to do. Hey, Lovey. Here it comes now. But I think because these they need a fair amount, actually. But that should get us started. And once that seeds the water in, shouldn't need... Thank Zinch. I am not wise, indeed. Rocket's launching. Alright, I think we're okay with maintaining water now? Maybe? Maybe. Yeah, we're doing some cooling now, so this should stabilize, and I see it leaving here, so we might be all backed up on water now. Or less. So let's no longer bring in water here. So bring in a little bit more, but that's okay. What I'm nervous about is whether or not this will make enough. We will make enough water based on the amount of brine we're using. What we're going to do for the celebration is very soon incoming. 2 days left until the sub is totally nice. I think we're going to stream in 2 days, Calendar. Alright, so that's good. This needs titanium, which we haven't gotten in yet. So now we need to force this issue over here. Please make... Oh, the excavator's not even here yet. Where are you, excavator? There you are. Not bad. Chugging along. Let's do titanium ore. I'm gonna force you to reset your counter by giving you another position to move to, or your target rather. And I think that'll take care of things. And then let's hopefully get some titanium in here and get this son of a bitch going before we have to leave for the day. So yeah, you guys are waiting for titanium. You have everything else you need. You're waiting for the titanium product. You're waiting for the surplus molten iron. You are waiting for the molten steel. You guys are waiting for the titanium product. You guys are waiting. You're waiting for the titanium product. You're waiting for... Yep. Okay, good. Good, and good. Right. Good. Stop complaining. Meh. Boring? You find my streams boring, Caledorn? Adjustment. Much cleaner, fatter, and flatter, and tidier than JD's. Yeah. JD and Bold are not exactly known for their organizational, I don't know, skills, I guess. For sure. What? What do you mean? You can't just mine what you're sitting on? Just scoop up what you got then. Let's remove some of these guys too. Scoop up the dirt and you'll get to the titanium soon enough. There's our last batch of refugees that I want for right now. So I'm going to come over here and turn this off. And then come over here and turn this back on. Definitely known for their disorganizational skills, yes. Alright, good. You're eating away at that now. Let's go with L here. And hopefully we'll pick up some titanium pretty quickly. We already have. Excellent. Quicklier, please. Would be nice. That's not titanium, that's dirt. I said titanium first, please. Poor people have to take refuge in Port Heresy? Yes. Can you name the island? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I can name each individual housing block, but I'm not naming each individual housing block. So no. Alright, so that should yield us a little bit of Titan metals. Which one of these did I put the titanium on, though? Caledorn's not playing this game now. We are safe on that front. We will never have to deal with Caledorn trying to play this game. Alright, so we should get enough for a haul truck pretty soon here. There it is. Excellent. Oh, well, in that case, yes. It's just named Wally Dragontail. If that's the only way to name it, then yeah. But it doesn't really have a name other than the save's name. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. It could be an old thing, or it could be Home Island. Yeah, I can't even change that name. That would be nice, even. I could rename the ship, though. I think. Yeah, I can. How about that, Caledorn? Is that good enough for you? Could also name it, Jonathan wants name of the game. What you want to name? Alrighty. Well, we could do IHS. That's fine. We can combine the effort. Did you guys pick up any of this shit yet? Or are we still waiting for trucks to get over here? Here comes one now, I think. Yeah, okay, good. And all ships should, of course, be IHS. Yeah, I don't know if we can rename these ones or not. I guess we can, yeah. This is, IHS Uranus. Or uranium. This one is IHS, I'm just going to go with lube, and it'll be lube 2 because there's another one for over here. It's lube 1. HRG, what's that? This one will be IHS aluminum, of course. Because it's got to be aluminum, not aluminium. Is Royal Gizmonus? Yeah, but he doesn't want these ships. Alright, good. We should be hauling titanium now. I don't have any idea where that lead truck is anymore. It might be this one. But there could be another one in front of it someplace. I don't know. Actually, there are some. It's already here. And we're already working. Alright, we're crushing it. We're making the titanium slag, which is going into these. The titanium slag is getting made into titanium chloride. Titanium chloride is getting made into titanium chloride pure, which is then getting turned into titanium sponge. Titanium sponge goes into here, which is then turned into molten titanium. Gizmo doesn't want stinking ships. He also doesn't want water. Molten titanium gets put into here. Ooh, it's kind of greenish. Which gets made into molten titanium alloy. Which we will go and take a look at here shortly. Pew, pew, pew. Fun color too. A little orangish. That gets made into molten titanium alloy, and so on and so forth. Back down here, we're bringing in molten iron to make molten steel, and then molten steel is being made into steel plates, and that is going out as required. This here titanium alloy is getting made. I did it right, Caledon. Look at that. Titanium Bob molten pants. Okay, this is IHS Lube 1. I got the rest of them, and so far at least we'll have to have more later. But that's good, I think. Oh, it's ships, Roman numerals. Yes. Yep. We could also use letters in homage to Star Trek. Whenever this one comes back, I'll name it with a Roman numeral 2. Let's see. You are on your last rocket. Let's queue up one more. That would be acceptable. Yeah, so we could have the A and the B. Yeah. But that would be more sequential, and these are more in parallel, so that doesn't make as much sense. If you were going in that direction, well, then the quantum brain cell is at work again. How does food look? Vegetables, bad. Corn, bad. Fruit, bad. Medical supplies, not good either. What is going on with medical supplies? Let's see here. Fruit. Step that up. Maybe 2 ticks. I am making vegetables here, as well as over here. Step that up a couple of ticks. And then corn is as corn does. No, actually it's not. I lied. Wait, it's corn? Why are you not picking that up and hauling it over there? You are. Okay. We'll still step the corn up a bit. Owner is awake? Well, he's annoyed. Let's see if B is in service and A is that over. Yes. They're sequential rather than in parallel. Right. Is kind of what I said, basically. So that was the first batch of titanium. They got to get into the rest of the mountains to get more. But I think, and we're also past 11:30, so I think it's a good time to wrap up for the day. And come back again on Thursday and do some more. We do need to take a look at the rest of the space station stuff. We also might have to deal with some of this. Oh, that's right. I was going to deal with this nuclear too. That is now backing up. Yeah. Let's reactivate this guy. We should be fine now with that. These are backed up completely, so that's great. And then we'll come back, like I said, on Thursday, do some more of this, and whatever else comes up. Let's see, who are we going to raid tonight? Let's raid Taco for Taco Tuesday. Playing the aforementioned Satisfactory. So stick around for that raid, and so you can go and check out what he's up to in Satisfactory. Looks like he's driving around in a Wally cart on some sort of a racetrack or something. So we'll have to check that out. That'll be interesting. And then besides Thursday, of course, we'll be back again Saturday as well. And then Sunday for Sunday Shenanigans. Maybe a new game this week. Lana is also scheduled to return. So we'll check. So come back and check that out also. Also, check out the YouTube, adding in the Planet Crafter for the Toxicity DLC. We sort of did a little bit in today's episode, but preparation for it. Tomorrow we head to the Toxicity Planet, which means all kinds of new mechanics to deal with, plus a bunch of additional content there as well. And then come and join us on Discord. We have a good place to hang out there. We share memes, we talk about games and technology. We make fun of Caladarn, which is the most important part. And then we also have game night on Friday nights during what would be the normal stream time. And so you should come and join us for that and hang out and play some games with us too. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. And we will see you all again Thursday for more Captain of Industry. Bye, everyone.